Thank you guys for coming to my podcast.
Yeah, hello. You thought
next topic.
You tell me. It's your podcast.
So who?
Give a shit.
Oh, so we were talking about confidence, right?
Yeah, I think we finished on that, right?
We finished on confidence.
Yeah. So what else we talking about, Seth? Because you are the host.
I don't think we did finish on confidence because, like, you know, I feel like I just wanted to make this point. I just want to make this point before we move forward. Like, I don't think y'all understand how confidence plays a role into your love life. Excuse me, Uncle Ruckus.
I'll take it. Pause.
Oh, I just got that. Anyways, I don't think y'all understand how confidence plays a role into your love life.
Too.
Well, I don't know. Do you feel like your love life is on a high?
What's a love life like?
Mine?
Yeah, like what? Because I see this is what happens when y'all motherfuckers don't listen to what I said.
I'm listening.
I said no. Seth did it. I said
I'm not gonna hold you. I wasn't listening.
Exactly.
I was paying attention.
Oh, I already knew.
The price tag of some polo pants, which he paid compared to what I pay. It upset me a little bit.
Thrifting is right here.
You'll be all right.
Okay.
Dig.
Confidence plays a huge role into your love life.
I agree.
You're right.
So that's why I was asking you. How you guys said where you're at with your confidence. So how is your love life? It's usually the same answer.
No, mine's healthy.
Yours is hella what?
Healthy.
Okay.
You ever take $100 bill and then set it on fire and then see what's left?
Ashes.
Yeah, that's how my
Yours?
love life is going.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, it's just a burnt $100 bill. It used to be $100 bill. Now it's pointless.
Mine's a $100 bill.
That's good. I'm happy for you.
Okay. Do you feel like it changed or progressed into that once you started to have more confidence in yourself?
Of course. But what you gotta say on the second?
Nothing, man.
You ain't never got nothing to say.
I feel like just
be making faces.
Because once the manifestations start coming true, you just start getting a different walk. Like, oh damn, I did that. All right, let me see what I can do if I start saying this and do that. So you just start moving different, and you know how to. You just know how to move.
So my question now is: so are you single? Or are you taken? Like, what do you define as a healthy love life?
Self-love.
Okay, that's
What
that.
do you
No.
define as a love life?
That's very true. I mean,
levels to this shit. Like, what
there is levels to this shit. I definitely agree. Like, that's why I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying. I think I was directing the question to like your relationship with women because you're attracted to women. So that's what I was referring to. But self-love is a good point. You know, that's a huge part of it. So to further elaborate,
with women in what way?
well, so I'm not gonna assume, but do you want a relationship in life? Like, is that a goal that you would like to strive for at some point in your life?
Yeah.
Can I just interject
Okay.
here?
Yeah, go ahead.
What the hell did you do to that Reese's cup?
It's frozen.
Why is it
So I had
just
to eat
chilling
around
there?
it.
Do you see this Reese's cup?
I don't want the rest of it
That's
now.
literally a waste. He could have just gave me both.
It's destroying. Like, can y'all give me a break and let me work on it?
Break me off a piece.
No, that's not a Kit Kat. It's a Reese's. You got it down it.
Why'd you
It was frozen.
Why'd you eat them? I was looking at is that what used to be Reese's?
The feces of the Reese's.
Anyways, back to my question. Yeah, you want a relationship, right?
Of course.
So, I was saying confidence is tied to that, like your relationship with women.
I feel like I have a.
So I'll re-answer the question I guess I was asking originally.
That's just confusing because, like, if I'm not in a relationship with a woman, how, like.
You don't have to be in a relationship, but how is that?
Like, how do I just deal with women and just in general?
Is it a positive experience, a negative experience? Are you seeking a relationship right now?
Right
You know
now,
what I mean?
honestly, no, I'm not seeking a relationship because I'm not where I need to be 100%. So my relationship with women is, I guess you could say, it's in the air.
You live in this kind of single life, as Future would say.
Perfect. Exactly how Future said, living this kind of single life. Like, yeah, I have girls that, not even girls, like a girl who I deal with. But like,
He had to make that correction real fucking quick in case homegirl was gonna watch this later.
nah, I can say whatever I want. Yeah, I'm not tied to nobody. But yeah, if there's a suitor here, like Seth said last episode, if there's a suitor.
Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell you, not to interject, but why do y'all niggas do that?
What?
This is what I don't understand. Why do y'all do that? Just say, you don't have to say, you're not owned by anybody, right? But out of respect for the person you're dealing with, just say it's okay to be like, yeah, I'm dealing with somebody. You know what I mean? It's okay to be like, oh, I mean, I can talk to other girls, but I'm choosing not to because I'm dealing with somebody.
But that ain't the case. Because
what you said, like, okay, that's from a female perspective, that's the shit that feels disrespectful.
I mean, that's what it is, though. Like, we both know. Anyone I'm dealing with knows the situation. I'm not. This ain't no. She wants this and I want this. No, we're on a mutual agreement of we know what the situation is. So,
is that situation like, not to just harbor on him? Actually, I'm gonna move forward. Seth.
No, I had some phlegm in my throat.
Oh, okay. So is that situation like a friends with benefits situation?
It could be.
Well, so do you have a label to it or not? Because I was gonna ask you guys, like,
I have no label to anything. I'm single.
So don't you think if you're dealing with somebody, you should have a label, or do you guys feel like labels don't need to happen?
Only if you're in love.
What if it's just casual? I don't have to have a label for that.
But isn't an act of self-love having boundaries?
What you need a label for?
Yeah,
because it identifies the boundaries.
I mean, I feel like you just identify
the boundaries.
Yeah, like I feel like you can identify the boundaries.
So you're saying you're not having that conversation about what is actually expected in the relationship that you are having, whether it's serious or not, serious or casual?
With me, actions speak louder than words. So no. There's no what's understood don't need to be explained.
So isn't that like, but at the end of the day, it's not just you in that relationship.
Yeah, but trust me. People I'm dealing with, what's understood don't need to be explained.
But again, how do you really know? Because people can tell you one thing and think a whole other thing.
Because my actions are going to be the same every time. You can say, "Oh, I'm in love with you." My actions never reciprocated that I'm in love.
You're not
with you.
understanding what I'm saying. I'm not talking about you. I'm saying for the benefit of whatever you're doing with somebody, having a boundary or a label to identify what those boundaries are can help both of you in this situation, because things change. Feelings are temporary. You know what I mean? They change every day. So what if somebody does have that, okay, maybe I do have feelings for you. You know what I mean? But I don't give a fuck. I don't have feelings for you. That's being a little insensitive to somebody's feelings, don't you think? But if they know, okay, the boundary is this is just a friends with benefits.
It's not my job to make someone else feel anything. Like, it's your job to analyze the situation for what it is and move accordingly. It's not my job to do something and worry about how someone else feels. Like,
I mean, okay, granted, I don't know your situation with the person, but in general, I think a great rule of thumb is if you're engaging in some sort of intimacy with the person, even though sex you identify as casual, it's a exchange of energies. It's a spiritual connection. So at the end of the day, morally, you have an obligation, a responsibility to at least be mindful of that person in that way. And that's why it's important to have boundaries. And it's also like, again, I could turn that around and be like, are you really operating on self-love in that aspect? Because if you're not setting the boundaries, right, you're opening a door for a lot of miscommunication and a lot of negative energy.
I think it's a case by case. I feel like you can only be speaking from your personal experiences. For me, that's not how it is. Like, I disagree.
Seth, what do you think?
And that's what. Yeah, what do you think? He don't think nothing. He just lost. He was like, I hope she doesn't come to me. You're lost. Just say you're lost. And
Yeah, I'm clueless. I don't
Repeat the question again.
He's on some Nas shit right now.
So you can think about it.
I mean, not to just think about it, but Ashad's opinion is that when it comes to any sort of relationship, actions speak louder than words. Okay. What I'm saying is that you need maybe not a concrete label, but you need some sort of identity so you understand the boundaries.
Every girl not worth that though.
And that's
repeat that shit one more fucking time for the motherfuckers in the back.
If
I'm
a
sorry.
girl's not
I'm sorry.
winking with me, like
let me
just. Girl not worth that time. No.
If you're intimate or dealing with a girl at all, and you feel like she may or may not be worth it, that's a reflection of a part of you that you feel lacks value. Because anytime you interact with another being on this earth, that is a mirror of a part of you. So, and second, just from a standpoint, I don't think that it's fair for you to engage with somebody that you don't feel is worth your time. Because you just said not every girl is worth it.
Yeah, no.
That's a little
there's
like
long term and there's short term. You could
okay,
be worth
but you
it for
can
the short term.
still if you want to manifest long term, right? You want to manifest whatever. Like I said, manifestation requires you to operate in the present time before you even receive that. So if you're what you're telling the universe right now by handling your situations now however you want is like, I'm not ready for the long term. That's what you're saying. But you're never going to get to being ready if you're constantly dealing with it in the same fashion that you're dealing it right now.
I disagree with you because people can change.
But if you agree manifestation...
the life I live right now is the life I want to live towards dealing with me and then towards dealing with women. I know when I get older, and it could, again, every woman's not worth it. If a girl comes into my life that I see, I'm like, damn, I see something in there where I want to pursue that. Then like, all right, yeah, I'm gonna have that conversation.
I'm not saying you got to pursue it. I'm saying that when you're dealing with even something as simple as a casual fling, right? Structuring your life around, I have my own boundaries, right? I'm not trying to get, too intimate emotionally. I don't want commitment right now. And making that known and setting those boundaries immediately, that's you practicing the habit. So when you do eventually, when life keeps going on and you do actually want the long term, then the universe will be like, yeah, he's ready for it. Because he's been practicing that this whole time. Because when you get to the long term, you got to have concrete boundaries anyway.
Long story short, to tie it all up, because we just beating a dead horse. I just think men and women show their ways differently. Like we show with actions. Y'all show with fucking the words and like the love and all that shit. Like we show it differently. That's how I feel. What y'all think? Like y'all two men right here. These motherfuckers won't look.
Let me ask you.
No. Fuck all that.
You said
let them answer. Let them answer.
No.
Let them answer.
Yeah, let's
let them answer.
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
These niggas ain't let these.
Imagine you just passed it on the Seth and he still don't know what
it don't gotta be Seth. It could be D. We just had a whole conversation.
I feel like
you don't know next.
I feel like yeah, I don't have nothing to say.
Exactly. I already know him, man.
What was the question
again? So as I was saying, let put this into perspective. So I'm going to finish what I was saying. Let's say you get a job, right? And it's just a job. It's not your career, right? Do you just show up to work?
Yes.
Or do you say this is how much I'm getting paid and these are the hours that I'm working?
It don't work that way. We all know this.
I show up and get my money and that's it. It's a job.
Okay, but before you get the job, the money you're getting paid and the hours that you're working is already included.
No.
It's already talked about.
No, because then they'll say, no, this is what you're going to get and this is how many hours you need to work.
No. What I'm saying is that gets talked about before you show up to the job.
Yeah.
Okay. But it's not your career.
You're the second person to say that. Women really look at relationships like it's a job.
No, we put into perspective because y'all don't look at relationships seriously. That's the point. And relationship isn't just an intimate like boyfriend, girlfriend. Relationship is friendship. Relationship is coworker, boss, employee. That's everything. Relationship is everything. Connection is a huge part of the human experience.
Some relationships don't matter though.
But if it doesn't matter, then why are you operating? Why are you wasting your time on it?
I'm just here for the time now.
But again,
short term.
Time is an illusion. So the present is the same as the future. Okay? So if you're not operating on it now, it's going to be the same thing in tomorrow and the next day and the next day. Your life doesn't change until you say it does. We just talked about manifestation. We just talked about all this stuff previously. Before, when it came to you,
but you just talking about relationships. That's
right,
all you're talking about. I don't want a relationship, so I don't have to change shit. That's fine.
You don't have, no. You don't
if I don't want it, I don't have to change it.
But you don't have to want a relationship to change the way that you operate today, because how you operate today when it comes to your connections to women is a reflection of your self-love. It ties right back into you. So you think that you're operating on self-love because you just do it whatever the fuck you want. Your actions speak for itself. You know what I mean? But what you're actually doing is you're not setting proper boundaries. You're not communicating effectively. So you're saying, you're putting out there into the universe that whatever happens, happens.
I can see what you mean to a certain extent. Like, all right, like with the whole label situation, you know what I'm saying, and boundaries and shit. Mm-hmm. Like if you put a label on it, then you know the boundaries. You know what I'm saying? The label specifically specifies the boundaries. You know what I'm saying? If you say y'all friends with benefits, then y'all know that y'all only gonna do what friends with benefits actually do.
That means we're not hanging out. We're not going out in public. We don't have to hold hands. I'm not posting you on Woman Crush Wednesday. You know what I mean? No, I don't have to save your number in my phone. I can do whatever the fuck I want. You're just a friend with the benefits. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever, however you define friends with benefits. But at the end of the day, if you walk into a situation with a woman and you don't define that, forget, oh, she's not worth it. You're saying you're not worth the boundary. You're not worth operating on that proper, healthy communication.
And see, here's the thing. I feel like maybe what you're saying, you have a lot of points, but that's the difference between how women look at it and how men look at it. I feel like we don't put certain boundaries on some shit because, all right, maybe we just don't feel like it. We don't feel like it needs to have like a label, you know what I'm saying? Because like, what the fuck? We're just friends, you know what I'm saying? That fuck, like, cool. Like why are we going to waste time talking about the label when we already know what the fuck it is? Like he said before, what's understood don't need to be explained. Exactly like that. You don't need to always just, cause like deep down he knows and he thinks she knows, you know what I'm saying? Now, from what you're saying, like maybe she really don't know. And that's probably why he should actually put an actual label on it. But fuck labels, nigga.
That's why I brought up the job situation, because you seem to not understand what I'm talking about in terms of connections with women. That's why I brought up the job, because I'll be damned if I walk into a job and it's not already decided how I'm getting paid and how many hours I'm working. Because if I said to you, I'm working till 5 and you're like, it's not 7 o'clock yet. No, we talked about this on day 1. I said I'm working till 5 o'clock, right? So if you're not operating on that in every aspect of your life, that's how you know this is why I need to do more for myself in terms of self-love. Because if you would walk into a job already knowing how much you're getting paid, what hours you're working, what benefits you're receiving, and how much time you get off, right? You should be doing that in this every aspect of your life, knowing exactly what you're getting yourself into. Now, if you don't care about the woman's feelings, which honestly, just from a human morality standpoint, I think that that's a little shallow, but that's just my personal opinion. If you don't want to operate on that, then fine. But at the end of the day, like I said, any connection you have in this physical world is a mirror of you. So if you don't want to operate on that, that just shows where you're lacking in your own self-love. Mic drop.
Nah, pick that shit the fuck up because we ain't done yet.
No, I'm kidding. But
you know
no,
seriously. Like I feel like
I have nothing to say.
I feel like
you're right.
I can't remember.
You're right.